Nico! That was easier than typing it for a change. Like normal, I've spent the last 15 minutes or so making sure that everything is up and running. And then I press the start streaming button, and then it appears as though absolutely nothing works. But I can hear myself in the monitor over here, so I've at least got that working. Pretzel is running nicely. I've got some stations preset on my fancy new Stream Deck. Every time I pick a new set of stations, though, they seem to get rotated out of the free tier within 2 or 3 days of me picking them. So I hope everyone enjoys EDM because that's the only one that seems to be staying put of the things that I pick. Actually, you know what? Let me try a little chill bass. It's not bass because it has the picture of a fish that makes it bass. Nope. Nope, that one is rotated out as well. So it's EDM or death around here, apparently. Hey, it's Tay. Welcome in. Today I'm getting back to a little SnowRunner. I've started a new region since the last time I streamed. This particular region is Amur in northern Russia. It is generally acknowledged to be the hardest region in the game to date. The new Season 8 content drops tomorrow. Supposedly it's way more straightforward. It's Grand Harvest. It's all about farming. So you get a couple new tractors and you get to drive some circles in some fields. It's gotten mixed reviews so far. Hey, Bardic, welcome! Ooh, gotta wait for the horn here. Hey! Nah, they only get one hey in that clip for some reason. KDP, my nemesis! Welcome. So yes, Season 8 drops tomorrow. It's going to introduce a whole bunch of the farming stuff. It's going to be a large 4-map edition, which this Amur is as well, which is part of what makes it so hard. This particular map, though, this so far rounds out the amount of snow in SnowRunner. There's only three regions out of the soon-to-be 11 that actually have any amount of snow. But they make up for it. There is a lot of snow. There are a lot of rocks. There are a lot of roads around. So far, I have put in maybe 6 hours worth on this, and I have 2 bridges built. I have explored about a map and 2/3 out of the 4 that are available here. Who's that guy? You pay no attention to anybody else in the chat. It's just you and me. Every one of you. It's just us. I am no, actually. You know what? I can't stream the game because I've got Hulu on the Switch. I can play the game on Hulu on the Switch, but everything involved between here and there, especially the Switch, knows when you've got the intermediate hooked up, and so the Hulu app blocks it. Now, having said that, I do have Hulu here on the Mac, but I can never manage to get stuff to actually work correctly off the Mac. I haven't quite gotten myself to do that. Saturday is another opportunity. I got to think about what I want to do Saturday. I've got a bunch of things that have come up. So let me flip over to here. Normally, I would like to have the region already loaded before I stream, but this is the last time I should have to see this horrible Tennessee image going on all the way around here. The Tennessee Season 7 was a single map. It had a few interesting features, but on the whole, as kind of a storytelling milieu, it was bad. The new trucks that they added were useless for any other map, so this is the end of Tennessee and its fun little tents and balloons. We're going to get back to sorrowful farming in what was originally supposed to be the middle of the breadbasket of Russia, but because of the war in Ukraine, has now moved to be the breadbasket in the middle of something like Tajikistan. I don't know, they just decided to make it something kind of mid-Asian, because then that does a whole bunch of hand waving. So this might be really loud. Let me see where I got the volume set. Okay, I planned ahead. I had the volume turned down. Perfect. That guitar riff. The guitar riff is what really annoys me, I think, the most about that particular intro screen. The prior one, when I first bought the game, Season 6 was the active season. I get to tell a story because these loading screens are so long on the Switch. So Season 6 was active, and it was set in Maine. I haven't gotten there yet in my game because Amur, I believe, was Season 4. So I have got the Don region of Russia is up next, which is all mud. And then I get to move on to Maine, which is mostly mud. I've already done Tennessee, which was Season 7. I jumped to that one as soon as I finished the base game. It was a single map, and it wasn't overwhelmingly entertaining, so it was actually pretty fast to get through. Its big hook was that it actually leaned into the multiplayer aspect. So there were a few challenges that you had to have 2 players in order to complete. So I got my Steam Deck to actually talk to my Switch to do 2-player with. Tajiki Dipistan. No comment. Hey, old bacon face. Yeah, you're right. Unfortunately, the economy in Amur here is 100% snow-based, so that's all there is as far as the eye can see. It has all of the nasty ice that, to a limited extent, Yukon, but it's definitely Alaska had. Unfortunately, it starts to play fast and loose with the ice rules. Some things that used to be nice and solid ice, now you break through. Some that used to break through are now solid. And when you do break through, sometimes it's really deep, sometimes it's not. It's really hard to tell. What was that prior map? The region that I was doing earlier, not Taimyr, but the Russian one after that. You could tell moderately at a glance, especially when the sun was in that twilight hour, which pieces of ice you could drive on or not. This one's far more dangerous. What's my favorite of the 8 seasons? Oh, it is absolutely Sunter. Yeah. Wall is lame. No one likes that. And hashtag Sproomer isn't real. So let's see. Where did I get here? I had just finished. Let me bring up the map on this bad boy here. So you start out over here. This is the opening garage. There is this giant 3-way chasm that kind of blocks stuff in a whole bunch of directions. There is a pre-made crappy bridge right here you could get over. This stretch was icy but manageable even without the chained tires. And then things kind of got a little wonky out this direction. I was able to get the Tatarin Scout, could blast through a bunch of this, and there's a couple of little bitty fjords that actually enabled getting over to this city. So I've been able to finish 2 of the go to this place and drag some cargo around tasks. But this bridge right here starts out. That was the first one that I got repaired. And then this bridge is the number 2 one. I just got this one repaired. And I have a main warehouse right here that has a few things available in the middle. I needed those in order to cart them. Well, originally I had to drive all the way back over here and then swing over here and then up here and zigs and zags. And I've got my Tatarin is sitting there with a fuel tank to help refuel the truck, and I had to work my way up the hill to the steel mill in order to get the actual beams that I needed in order to complete these bridges. But as you complete each bridge, it makes retraversing the entire map far, far easier. A lot of teams are antsy. Can't wait for the banner raising tonight. Oh, that is very, very true. That's right, they actually get to open at home for a change instead of having to open on the road. I don't know whether they'll actually televise that or not. Well, that's right. It's on TNT, so they actually probably will show that. So I'm definitely done by 6 p.m. my time tonight here with the stream because it's 6:30. The TNT coverage starts. So let's see. I've just finished building this bridge, so I drove out in the middle of it to test it, make sure it supports my truck's weight. And now I got to figure out what to do next. I may run over to activate this task because a watchtower exposed it, but I haven't touched it, so I don't know what it is. And then to fully activate this warehouse over here, I need to come over and grab... No, that's Ice Challenge. That's the trailer. Ah, here it is. There is this little trailer sitting over here in the middle of something that's probably going to want to bog me down. I got to go fetch that and bring it back to the warehouse. Now that I have the second bridge built, though, it is going to be radically easier, dude, than before I had fixed these bridges where there was going to be lots of spiraling around the map required to get this one done. Oh, watching other teams' D-men reminds me of just how damn special Makar is. Yes, it has been amazing to watch him. He gets drafted out of school. He can't come to join the team right away because first he has to go win the collegiate championship. And then he hops in, joins the Avs in the middle of their playoff run, and in his first game scores a goal. You can't ask for anything more out of a D-man. And he's just getting better and faster and stronger. So let's see, I'm going to pop over here. I'm going to check that out. And then I'm getting a little low on fuel, but if I can get out to here, then I can have the Tatter and just pop over this nightmare rock hill and bring me the fuel trailer. It'll be easy. No one will even notice, though. So let's get back out here. Oh, this is going to be important. I got to turn my flip counter back on. I've written a plugin for my Steam Deck that will actually let me just tap a button and it increments the number and it sends it out to a file that OBS can read and just auto-populate that number over there. But OBS doesn't work, at least on the Mac here. It won't even sometimes load the file even sitting there on its own. But when it does and you update the contents of the file, it ignores it, blows it off, doesn't work, frustrates the living hell out of me. So we are going back to the old school manual flip counter today. And, for no apparent reason, I've disconnected from chat. It does look like I'm still streaming, so I guess that's something. Dig my way through. Wow, these are... I should have gone around this. Okay, hang on. I was not emotionally prepared for this much... I knew that was the wrong one. For this much mud. I was too busy being stunned at the lack of chat connection. Yep, yes, I'm still going. I can still see my video over there. I think I still hear my audio over there. But my chat has dropped out on both computers. That is a total bummer. Let me do a refresh on one of them as soon as I get myself pulled out of this mud pit. What's going on with this? I think it's these giant, yeah, it's these giant trees in the way that are causing the biggest problem with this mud. Ooh, that was rough mud. Okay, let me pop over to my monitor here. Let me do the refresh on that one. Let's see if that does a little bit better. Nope, that one is still struggling. Let me see if I... Wow, it won't even allow me to hit the enter key when I try to type something over there. So I'm just going to keep yammering away to myself. It'll make a nice VOD if nothing else. Maybe sooner or later it will allow the universe to acknowledge my existence, or not, you know, whatever. I can be pretty flexible. Well, you know, here's the critical part, though. Will it allow me to redeem an Avalanche goal? Oh man, it's not even going to let me have that? This is a ripoff. I guess I should have turned on the ability to do it through exclamation sign. Oh, someone got a truck through. Hey, well, old bacon face, it likes you. It hates everybody else. I'm pulling myself over to this pole because it's all I can do. Oh boy, Yeah, you know what? This is a this is a valuable learning lesson right here. What I have learned is that I really don't want to go to whatever the hell this facility is down here, because it's cursed. It's haunted by demons. Nope, still won't let me interact. Some sort of truck demons live over here. Oh, the really bad news is I'm gonna run out of damn gas over here. Oh, but it allowed Tay to subscribe. Well, thank you for that. That's a delightful amount of interaction. Oh, hey, on, I guess technically semi-related news, I got an email today from Twitch that in my country, they have now reduced the minimum payout value, so I no longer need to wait until I've hit a certain threshold. I actually had exceeded their new $50 threshold, so they're cutting me a check today for $60. Woo! Thank all of you for that. Now that I'm filthy rich, I'm doing this entirely for my own personal charity. If you're okay with calling it that. Oh, hey, is the chat room? Oh, look at that. Chat's fine now. Everything's fine here. They did charge me, it was either 25 or 29 cents. My accountant is in charge of keeping track of that in order to cut me the not actual paper check. I don't know what they're all about. Oh, hey, Angel Maniac, welcome in. That is an excellent first chat there, throwing the drop. And unlike Miss Silvermoon's channel, apparently mine is guaranteed to never allow anybody to actually land on the damn target. I did score a 90.03 this afternoon on Miss Moon's. She's got the paid version apparently because she has the fancy witch's cauldron boiling down there, which is kind of fun, but I am too cheap for that right now. Although, I got $60 coming my way. How on earth is the sawmill supposed to run with no tools or a giant puddle of mud out in front? Okay, well, your hopeless task is now active. Congratulations. As is my SnowRunner mantra, I am all over your task, but not right now. Let's see if I can get out of here. Boy, we are not backing up quick here. Yes, Twitch chat was definitely misbehaving. Normally I assume it's just me, but since I had it going on two computers, I was willing to give myself the benefit of the doubt for a change. Because usually I'm pretty doubtful. Let me see if I can get out of the snow, get out of the mud. Oh, yeah, old bacon face. If I want to get rid of you, I'm going to drive into that pole because that's how much attention I'm paying. If I wanted to get rid of you, I would send Apple Knees out to snipe you with his 99 cents. I don't think Apple Knees comes here because I don't have an extra life for him to screw with. You know, you could just let me drive over that one tree. Just one tree, just one time. Oh no, that's right. This is Amur. You get no brakes on anything in this godforsaken part of this country. Although I'm definitely finding that not driving through the middle of the mud is kind of working for me here. Kind of. Not super well, but enough. You know what, let me winch a little farther. Oh, there's so many useless trees. They make so many of these useless dots that I have to fight through to get winched onto what I really want. There we go. I saw the Vegas game yesterday. 24 seconds left. I don't have an explicit hatred just because they're Vegas, but just because they're not the Avs, really. I don't need much more reason for that. The only team I really have abject hatred for is the Red Wings. They can suck it. They can suck it hard. I always had a perverse respect for them and their ability to make the playoffs year after year after year forever. And then when they finally didn't, I found great levity in it, and now they can suck it. I have a hashtag for them, but it's not family friendly, so I'm going to go ahead and just let it lie for right now. For those of you that know me, it's the same hashtag I use for FedEx. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was running out of fuel, wasn't I? Well, no longer past tense. Okay, so yeah, the mud was just as crappy there as I was kind of worried it was going to be, so we charge over here to the backup machine. To get it out of the way, I really had to plow it up into these rocks. Boy. Okay, so how do I get out of this mess? Let me adjust my glasses so I can pretend like I can see this better. I think what this means is I gotta come up through this horrid little rock gap right here. It's what a Moor calls a road. I've hated Vegas since they stole our goal horn. That I can 100% respect. I've got it right over there. Maybe I'll get it a little later. I have the super fancy, it's, you know, a rotating red dome light that has goal horns built in as of 6, 7, 8 seasons ago. So it has an avalanche horn, but it's not a really good avalanche horn. So I have it set to use the Blackhawks horn because it sounds cooler on that particular device. In the stream and the redeems, though, over that way, 100%. Actually, that's even just last year's goal horn setup. Okay, I'm gonna just excuse me, fuel, excuse me. Let's see. Oh wow, that's what they call the road right there. That's it. Oh, this is gonna be a challenge. The Tataran cannot tow any kind of trailer behind it, like anything even remotely like a conventional trailer, so we just grab it with the winch and we go. We don't care that it will inevitably spin and flop around because it's just something flammable. It's probably not a problem. If I get myself high centered, we're not really going anywhere very fast anyway. Keep going. Keep going. We got some go. Just swing that front end over. Yeah, okay. Rolling here and now would be a little embarrassing, so let's get this churned back out the easier way. I see a winch line behind me, so the gas is probably safe. Oh, wow, it's even on its wheels. That's unexpected. Normally, I follow the Schrodinger's trailer theory. As long as I'm not looking at it, it is both right side up and upside down at the same time, and that's perfectly fine. Ow. Yeah, there we go. There's a nice trailer tumble. That's what we look for. That's how you get it nice and stirred up. That's what keeps that gas vital. Some people will put fuel stabilizer in their backup fuel tanks, like when they know they're going to store them over summer, like for snowblowers. Ice Adventure. Oh, okay, I've looked at that one. That one involves driving across all of the nasty ice that you don't know what's going to break through and what's not, so we're going to save that one for later. So yeah, you could put fuel stabilizer in it. I just like to put it in the blender as I go. Oh, even the Tataran's struggling through a bunch of this snow and ice. Do I really want to turn here? No, I do not want to turn here. I need... Ooh, hey, there's a cargo container just hanging out down there. That seems like a poor choice. We'll go get that one later. We'll drive by it now. We'll eyeball it. We'll see how it's going. For geographic reasons, I am obligated to say go local team, 100% accepted. Officially speaking, I do I have any local teams? Do we have any local teams? I guess there's the Trailblazers. I'm okay with rooting for them. Officially, I guess I would be a Denver Nuggets fan, but I've been to a handful of games, and there have been a couple of years where they've been all right. We made it to the playoffs last year, I think. This is how much I paid attention to basketball. But, okay, yeah, Trailblazers, I guess. Yay, hooray, go team. We do have the Portland Winter Hawks minor league hockey team. I would even be interested in going to a game, but I am going to have to be post-pandemic before I actually show up at an arena with a bunch of dirty, filthy common people. But I would like to go see that. I've been to a few minor league hockey games in Omaha when I lived there. I think the team was there for 2 years, so I went to some of both seasons. This is not going the direction I'm pointing. The University of Nebraska Omaha actually won collegiate level hockey 1 year, so I've been to a few of their games. So I really should get to a Winter Hawks game here. After a gajillion years of stealing the Blackhawks jersey, oh, I'm screwed here. There's no way I'm getting across this without sliding. They finally got their own logo just this year. So it's a perfect opportunity to finally get around to actually buying one of their jerseys too, now that it's not buying a Chicago jersey. Hey, Miss Silvermoon and the Moonies, I'm sorry, the Superstars. Welcome, welcome in. I am committing Harry Carey here in Amour. This is a nightmare map. Maybe sooner or later I will get around to learning where the good spots and where the bad spots are, but still I am in the exploration phase. So that's the first time I've been through that slick zone. I can't believe it actually made it all the way through. It's only because I've got the Tattern. Hey, Slim, welcome in. I'm sorry, Slimmy? See? I knew your name. Welcome to the chat, and welcome back, Nico. Oh, yeah, that's true. The Hillsborough Hops. I don't even think about minor league baseball. I barely think about Major League Baseball. So, yep, that's true. We have the hops and the pickles. We're all about the food mascots here. I'm a little stuck at the moment since I am not officially towing this. I actually have to get it closer to this truck before the truck will be able to see it. Churn, baby, churn. Oh, I'm going to turn up. Oh, you know what all my problems are? Didn't have my beacons on for safety. Okay, let's see if Mr. Zero Fuel here can spot that trailer. Yes, it can, and I brought it with way too little fuel. Yep, that's me. Boy, this is a mini conundrum. I would like to not just abandon this empty fuel trailer right here. Though someday I'm going to have to come back this way because I got an emission tied to it now. So, well, hey, thank you for the raid and run, Miss Silvermoon. It's nice that I actually have my my alert for that working. I definitely should make that better. Beacons make bad things. Well, it depends on what game you're playing. In this game, they guarantee abject safety. Look, I've got 0 flips. Although I forgot to turn on the beacons, so I don't know how to interpret that. I am going to stop his engine. I'm going to change over here. Oh man, such a quandary. I tell you what, normally I would think about just draining that Tattern dry, stealing all of its fuel, and using that to propel this monster truck around a bunch more, but I don't know that this truck is going to have many miles in it anyway. It may end up burning everything just to get out of this mud sty. So I am going to leave the Tattern mobile. At a minimum, I would like to drag the empty trailer out to the road so that it's easier to fetch later on. And then I may end up needing to do a recovery on it anyway. grab a new fuel trailer, come out this way with it. And if I have to go the long, weird way round in order to meet up with this guy to refuel him, then I guess that's just how we're going to roll. Especially since the ice capades that are about to happen over here look like they're going to be far worse than I was expecting. There's no telling where this truck is ending up. Let's see if I can even get him up this hill. Going for the awful pun is always respectable, even if I'm not following. Which is fine. That's... Oh, hang on here. It's not uncommon, I think, in streaming to end up... Nope, 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 nope. What are you doing? Where are you going? Why are you doing it? Okay, let's see if we can get you to the outside. Just driving down the highway is already proving a weirder complication than I would have even expected. That is what Mother Russia is clearly all about. Am I going to have to go low on that pull too? I happen to know the answer to that one. If you go into your mod view, you're able to refuse and refund channel point expenditures. If they're set to auto-complete now, which like I have done for some of my sound effects since now that I know that they all work, once they're spent, they're done, and the viewer is screwed if you want to give it back. Oops, nope, don't be completely up on top there with that view, because I don't know that that's going to help. Do you want that back? Okay, we're cooking, we're cooking! Oh boy, nope, we're not even moving, but we're sliding. Oh. And I'm not quite far enough ahead to grab that with the midpoint winch, which is really where I want to grab it from. Because I don't know if I can go low on this. Ah, boy. It's one of the rare occasions where I wish I had ice tires. Because I think, yeah, with the back end right there, I can't really back up. Oh boy, this isn't even close enough to be precarious. I think this is probably going almost no matter what. I would reach my my crane arm out there to provide some stability, but I'm a little worried that throwing that weight over the edge is going to mess it up. Oh, you must have had a point request come in late after I jumped off your stream. So yeah, if they're set to autocomplete, you can't get back to it anymore. You can't reject it if it's auto accepted. Yeah, the stream that I mod for, that's exactly what I expected. It was worth a try though. Let me turn those headlights off. So yeah, the stream that I mod for, we've gone through this a bunch, going how can I just hand out stream points like they're candy? Nope. Twitch actually has some rules that they put on that stuff. Okie dokie. Let's see. Oop, headlights on. Let's see if this has any survivability left in it. I would not be shocked if I got to turn this into a mass recovery and restart. Chalk it up to a learning experience in the exploration phase. I think I've got all of the watchtowers on this map open now. And I may only have one more to go on the next map, which is the Aegis installation. Let's screw the mud, we're going around this one. I have found one upgrade here and one upgrade on the other map. I think there's only 5 across all 4 maps in this particular region, so I may have found all that's available on both of these. Jettison that trailer, at least it's out on the main road. So I've actually gotten a little more exploration done than I might normally have expected at this point. But there's still a lot of both maps that I haven't actually driven on yet to see how they're going to behave. Oh, look at me, Ma. I'm sliding. I'm sliding. Ooh, hey, this made it through. Let's see. There we go. Let's see if I can get this upright. Don't know if I'm stuck on a rock or not, because here comes a shock. I'm in the dark in SnowRunner, so I can't see what's going on back there behind me. That wasn't backing up straight, so I may have been caught on a rock. Ah, boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. You know, I am all in favor of doing this first complete run-through solo in normal mode so that I get exposed to everything that's going on out here, but this is one of those cases where, if, like the Bardic one, was hanging out and had a truck that could get this far, which is kind of doubtful because I think he's still kind of just getting started, but having someone just to provide some extra headlights out here would probably be beneficial. What happens if I just back off the edge of this hill? Probably nothing bad. It's probably all going to be fine. Let me see, if I come over here, can I just drag this thing down the hill a little bit? Nope, I don't need to see my rank, I need to see this. First, let me come over here, and let me put the crane away, because that's just asking for trouble. Not what I was expecting, but we got a little action. Well, if it's going to do that, I wonder if that might give me a little opportunity to get some pull going. How am I going to get purchase on this slick crap, though? This is a super long shot, but we're going to give it a quick try. The more I pull uphill, the more it pushes it downhill, which is actually kind of where I was trying to go to begin with. Okay, I'm going to push you right there then. If I can get around the back, maybe I can pull you flat on top of this rock. I'm going to end up burning all of my fuel just trying to get this thing up right here on this rock. And then someone's probably going to have to... boy, someone's going to have to end up doing a recovery anyway. Wow, that thing really doesn't want to budge. Nope, that's caught on the pole. I'm taking a page out of Will Gander's book here, for those of you familiar with the Ms. Moon community. And I'm going to try pushing this bad boy right off the edge of the cliff. That's what dear old Billy always does. We're going to see if there's any method to that madness. So far, no, it's pure madness. Go. Hook you right here behind the cab. What is the worst that could happen is absolutely the correct mentality here. I always think of hard mode meaning that there are no recoveries, I think you can recover in hard mode. It's just that you have to pay a fee to make it happen. Although, with Season 8 dropping tomorrow, there's a New Game Plus, which is nothing like the JRPG Worlds version of a New Game Plus. You don't have to finish anything in order to get the new way to play the game. You can do it from the beginning. But New Game is called Plus because it lets you set a whole bunch of features. One of them gives you the ability to completely turn off recoveries. The other one gives you the ability to make it not dark for 18 to 23 hours a day. Here we go. Now we're getting some action. Come on down. Keep coming down. Nope, you're not downing. And down. That is not enough speed. No one's going to believe you that way. Let me try kicking back this way. Let's get you hooked back up. Back up to you so we can get a running start. We're going to give you a little kinetic rope bump here. Emphasis on little. Wow, I got a bunch of rebound when I let go of it, though. What happens if I link onto the center there? Would you roll? Would you roll at all? Would you do anything for it? Wow. This truck is heavy and apparently budge-proof. Nope, oh, we're budging. We're budging. Bam. It's everything we've ever hoped for. With only 100 liters of fuel left. Oh, boy. Well. Let me go ahead and put it in a crawl here. There you go, old bacon face. That's exactly it. Let's see. Fortunately, low gear with the diff lock engaged, this thing can actually do some pretty good crawling. Snow and rocks and everything. Let me see if I can actually get out of here. If I can get out of this, I'm going to consider it a moral, if not Pyrrhic, victory. When he runs out of gas again, I'm just going to leave him parked wherever. I will recover the Tataran. And then go grab... Oh, is this actually the road I want? Oh, man, would you look at that? I will grab the Tataran. And I will... I'm going to recover him, and then I'll go grab a new fuel tank. And bring it back to see if this guy here can complete his job. Oh, is that a... I think that may be a tractor down there in the drink with the cargo container. Fortunately, until Season 8, drops tomorrow, you can't do anything ever with the tractors in this game. They tend to actually be immovable objects, so if you try to nudge a tractor out of the way, you start taking suspension damage and engine damage. Let's go back. Let's go back to crawling through the mud and the snow. Boy, oh boy. Amour is a harsh mistress. She demands the most from you at all times. I'm thinking to myself, I have no idea how I haven't flipped to that point. Well, yeah, duh. I did flip this one, so there, okay, I got that changed. Wait for that to show up over there on the monitor. Okay. My manual number counter is still working. That's something. Let's see how far out this way we can get. as a four-wheeler myself, I enjoy the extra whiny hum that this particular truck generates when you're in all-wheel drive. You don't even need to have the diff lock engaged. It loves to give you that nice, slightly high-pitched hum. Its horn's okay. At least it's a truck horn. Oh, hey, there's actually a little bit of path here. Although I think I get to here and the path probably stops. I guess I'm watching the Braves play baseball because that's all that comes on the TV at work. Oh, hey. At least you got a work TV that will do the sports balls. The super benefit to currently being able to work at home is that my TV does all of the sports balls. And by that I mean it plays sports pucks, and then sometimes it has a little balls. But not much. Okay, crawling. Here we go. We're going to pretend that this route here will be a little more straightforward for this bad boy. We may do a lot of pretending, though. Okay, this is the point. There's no way that it's going to get out to that trailer out there with the gas it has left. So let me see about... Oops. Get the tatter in here. And go grab that fuel trailer. If I can get it as far back as even just the warehouse, that would be beneficial. Save some terrible snow trips a little later on. Push up that rock. There you go. Good little tatty. Crank up this one. Don't need to hit the pole. Okay. Please don't do the exact thing you just did, where you're now stuck on that giant rock. Oh, this is going swimmingly. I don't think I can reach... Nope. Can't reach anything to try winching yet. With the rocks under my undercarriage. Turning is a thing of the past. It's Thompson has a chat reaction that he's got added in called Doo-Doo Rocks. This is the reason that he has that. Wow, am I not even going to be able to get back to the trailer? Wait, we're moving. We're moving a little. And wow, it just dropped, but we're free. Yeah, he's got a reaction called Doo-Doo Rocks, because that's one of SnowRunner's secret weapons. The rocks hate you more than anything else, and are you kidding me? Yes, that calls for a drop, if anything does. Well, now I'm... Oh, no, wait, I need to go from the other side. Unless I'm too far away. Well, I have to spin the camera all the way around just to see that. It is too far away after all of that. I think I gotta put myself just far enough that I can reach with the opposite winch point. There we go. If you can get something to bite on that rock and then flip me over and just not do this. This is the only thing I needed you to not do, so congratulations. Okay, now we got some drops going. I'll tell you what, if it wants to accidentally work, I will take it. That was frighteningly close. We appear upright. That too is worth a goal. Let's see. This looks like I've got a gap. I've also got a lot of snow. I've got some rocks. Ooh, hey, these rocks are actually giving me something to get a grip on. If there's one thing I need, it's to get a grip. There we go. Safe as houses. Now, where did I bend my tread? Oh, there it is. Oh my god. I am now stranded on a 6-inch diameter rock. Because that is how this game rolls. Give me a pivot. Give me a pivot. Oh, take me backwards. Any of the above. There we go. Full speed ahead. Bounce off the big rock. That's fine. Nobody will notice. That's why I've got a dark paint job on this truck, so no one will notice when you get scratches on it. See, this is all part of the puzzle solving. That's what I really like about this game. It loves to throw paradoxes at you that you then have to figure out how to solve. It is also why the contests in this game drive me berserk, because you have stuff like that that also has a clock running. Sometimes they give you plenty of clock to get it done. Sometimes they give you enough clock to have about 10 seconds of leeway if you make a perfect run. And if there's one thing that I have well established, it's that I am incapable of a perfect run. Oh, no, that's too much pivot. It's icy. I've witnessed these concrete blocks with other streamers. They're supposed to be there to help give you some grip in the super ice. But as you may notice, they are at terrible angles and depths to one another. You hit these at more than a tiny speed, and they start bashing the living hell out of the underside of your truck. Especially one like this that does not have, the raised suspension. I might actually be able to make it back to the trailer store with this bad boy here. This is one of those cases. Where am I? I gotta spin the map this way to get my bearings. It would almost be faster to go the pre-bridge route to get back over there, but it involves a tiny bit of manual dexterity in order to clear the little gaps over the river. The ice doesn't quite make a full bridge, so you have to do a little bit of lean and pray. That's where these 8-wheeled trucks come in handy. So I'm going to go ahead and buzz myself around this way. Where does this go? It goes down, and I didn't roll it. Okay, I did do a little damage to the suspension, but I did not blow out a tire, so I feel pretty good about myself here. Since this is the very first flow of ice that you come to when you first hit this map, this one's only, let's call it 75% treacherous instead of 138%. So I'll still find a way to sink myself because I'm going to feel cocky about it. Like driving over that little bit right there. I think I will actually survive this run. Settle down and start a new life on that rock. I have almost had to. Man, I keep getting stuck on the name of that last Russian map that I was on. But there was a point where you had to work through this canyon that had no winch points on it. And it wasn't terribly a challenging canyon necessarily, but there were some very slick spots and there were some big rocks, which led to all kinds of amusement with this particular truck here, because it got hung up on one of those pieces, and it could get just enough grip to kind of pivot itself around on the ice, but I ended up pivoting around and around and around and making all kinds of changes and trying to winch and not being able to and screwing around. I spent almost 15 minutes just spinning and spinning back and forth, and finally random number generation came through for me, and I actually knocked myself loose off with that thing. Daniel H. Servington III, welcome aboard. Thank you for the resub. 2-month streak. You are currently tied for record holder there. Granted, I've only been streaming into my 2nd month, but you know what? It still counts. Can I get this at least to sit on its wheels? Can we at least get it on its wheels? No, we can't. Because it is a jerk hole trailer, and the truck is incapable of actually towing it for real. So, wait, how do I get into the garage? I think I have to go to the other side. So, thank you for the visit. I've almost gotten the Stream Deck button that I was coming crying to you about working, but it doesn't. And for your entertainment and others who may have missed it, I've got 3 different Pretzel Rock Station presets built into my deck as of 2 days ago, and already 2 of them have expired and been rotated out of the free list again. Do I still have? No, I need my good old standby. This is my precious little Scout. It's actually a Scout. I used to own a Scout 2. So I've kept ownership and full maintenance on this little bad boy here. I bring him out first on every map I go to, including this one. And I try to complete, if not the first watchtower, then at least the first task with this one. Woohoo! That was exciting. It actually managed to make it to the first watchtower. I was a little surprised because Amur is hard, but we made it. We got our credit, our first 50 XP, and then I immediately sent it back to the garage. And I went ahead and I retained it off into storage because I figured I would have no use for it ever again. But would you look at this? It actually does have a use. It's capable of carrying fuel. While I'm thinking about this, I'm going to do this one quick and dirty. I am just going to let it trailerize itself. I'm going to stick with the little Scout trailer. What I need to do in the longer term is I need to get myself, oh, it's still in the garage. I need to get myself a full tanker trailer and drag it out there somewhere where it can be more convenient and actually provide a useful amount of fuel. Oh, hey, you may jest, but you can put stickers on the trucks. In fact, some of mine, I've got it on there. Nope, this one doesn't. So I tell you what, we're going to go sticker this bad boy right now, just to prove that we can. Okay, I guess it goes square on the top or not. Oh, you know what? Harsh driver. And that way helicopters can spot it. There. Oh, stupid snow. Although It is pretty cool that the game engine picked up on the fact that it's currently actively snowing here and we're in a crap hole snow region, so the fact that it proceeded to draw snow on top of my truck for me is kind of cool. But it did harsh my sticker buzz, so that's not cool. So I guess we average our karma out that way. Maybe if I drive a little bit, get some wind through my hair here, it'll blow the snow off the top. Having lived in many, many snow regions for many, many decades, I am familiar with the phenomenon. The side effect is that it also means it's going to blow it all down across your rear windscreen. That's why my truck has a fancy-dancy rear wiper on it. Well, my real one, not this. Well, this truck doesn't have a rear window at all. But then in real life, this truck is also amphibious, so it doesn't drown like this one does. Stupid lying game. Oop, crack. Pay no attention to that ice. It'll be fine. Oh, it's not going to be fine. I'm screwed. I'm doomed. I looked up at the wrong time, and now I am hose beast. Get out. Can you get out? Phew. Sorry I made fun of you, Tatterin. Promise I won't do it again. Yeah, that looks pretty broken, so I know not to go over that spot. That's a good spot to get up to the road to hit this bridge, but oh, those rocks. So there is a little gap right here that I've noticed. I want to give the level designers credit for putting a little break in the giant rocks right there just for this purpose, but it might be coincidence. Good news is that they also made that not terribly deep snow, so I can actually pull my way up. Just have to break a second. I'm going to adjust my glasses so I can see this well. This ice is a question mark. I know that I can get this far out on it, because I've done that in order to get up to this road. I am going to go for the gamble. Because I'm streaming, and everyone loves a good stream gamble, I am going to see if I can take a, well, we're going to liberally refer to as a shortcut, and just cut straight across over to my my Paystar here and get it fueled back up using the minimal amount of other diesel in the meantime. And if I get stuck, that's what people like Tay and Dan Servo have paid to see. It's subscription-only stranding service. Fun fact, that's where Death Stranding came from. Funner fact, that is not where it really came from. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's where you climb the hill if you need to get to the steel mill. For the moment, I'm done with the steel mill because I needed it in order to repair those two bridges. Bridges are up and running. We're good. We are claiming to want to deal with the warehouse now. Okay, high speed over these tall rocks. Sweet. Oh boy, this is a lot of tall rocks. So let's see if I stay up high here. Maybe I can avoid enough of them. That one's a really big rock. I don't need to drive up that one. That one I should be able to back off of if I got stuck on it. But I'd probably get stuck on it. Oh, look at us go, look at us go. Oh boy, I got a horrible itch right there in my eye too. Can I make it to the road where I can safely pause? Yes. Woo. Ooh, that was a rough one. Oh boy, if this was a sneeze, this would be 6 sneezes in a row. Ah. Oh, now I'm blind. And I mean this honestly, has that building always been there? I don't remember seeing that when I drove by the first time. Okay, well, I am doing a good job of not actually paying attention to my surroundings. That goes well. In this case, a good eye rub was not only legit, it was mandatory. It was required by law, because I'm pretty sure that my eyeball would have jumped right out of its socket if I didn't address that in some capacity. Because that was a full-on itch. That's eye boogers squared. I think I got slowed up on this the last time, too. Maybe that's why I didn't notice the house. I was busy fighting mud. Okay, now we are flying across this little log roadway. Most of the log roadways are more trouble than they're worth, but that one I'm willing to give some credit to. Let's see, I gotta pull up over here in order to get that winched trailer close enough. I'm gonna do something, poor life choice here. I'm gonna park this on top of a rock, although he seems to be slowly rotating back, so he might be salvageable later on. I'm gonna go with the refuel. Yes, I can see the tub of fuel. I am betting that this is going to be a slog getting out here and back. Ooh. You know what? You know what was designed for slogging? This bad boy right here. Let's make sure he's topped up. Oh, we even got off the big rock. Maybe? No, we got off the big rock and now we are stranded in some deep snow. If we were capable of turning, we would do that. Yeah, I guess it's turning a little bit. Okay, but I put on the old thinking cap up here, and I'm going to use my scout vehicle to go scout the location in question here. Some of this dark colored stuff on the map has me a little worried. So there's my marker over there. Sometimes the dark colored stuff on the map means like marshy, soupy, swampy, muddy, junky, crappy. Ooh, hey, there we go. I got a green box again. While everyone is gone, I won the game. Hey, woo! And since I haven't found another good video, we're just gonna celebrate with fireworks and a happy birthday. There we go. Fortunately, I spent all of my disconnected time there, slogging through some really crappy snow. For those keeping track at home, that was not any of the dark-colored spot. That was just crappy deep snow. I'm trying to use some of these baby trees for traction. Ooh, hey, that is what the dark-colored stuff is down there. All those reeds growing out of the slightly frozen swamp. That is precisely what happened. The snow was so thick that it cut my internet connection. I am going to put a little bit of planning into action here, and I'm going to try not to drive through the middle of that. Because that looks like the kind of stuff that's just made for a bad party. Now, to be fair, most of the rest of this looks like it's designed to be bad as well. I think the recommendation for fetching this thing was an off-road truck. Sometimes it's because you're going to have to deal with mud, and the mud tires on this particular truck are the primo mud tires. Sometimes it's because there's going to be deep water, and that's where the Tataran starts to kind of cry itself to sleep at night. So we're going to chug out here. We are going to hope that we are water friendly. So far, it looks okay. What do we got? The trailer is faced the opposite direction. Where does it think the trailer is going to come out? Do they think I can come around the lake this way and meet up out there? Well, that is an interesting proposal. Oops, get over here. Got to stay away from the black box so that I don't click on myself. Yeah. To quote my own chat, yeah, what have I got to lose? Except for the rocks, this is actually not bad over here. Show the task, yeah, it's already going. Am I already tracking? Okay, now I'm tracking it. This kind of trailer, I'm still able to winch to. It does not require a saddle. Oops, and I'm already not following my own waypoints. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. No, you're not turning. You're turning a little bit. You're not turning enough. Okay, now we're pulling. I mean, they built this exactly truck wide, so they're basically begging me to go this way. Oh man, these are some really junk rocks over here. I do not like any of these. Let's see. Let me straighten out a little bit. Okay, enough to stay away from that rock. I'll take that. Maybe this one will come over the hill. Maybe it won't. I think if it turns sideways, the trailer, we can still deal with it. I think it looked like it was still upright. It's Schrodinger's trailer all over again. Maybe it's upright, maybe it's not. We won't worry about it till we get to our final destination. I wonder if I can stick to the coastline here. Come out near this tower, and then follow the path up this way. It's what we're going to try to do at any rate. Can't tell whether that's supposed to be a shadow of one of those power lines or if there's actually a vehicle track this way. It makes me feel better that maybe someone else, you know, story-wise, actually tried coming out this direction. And you know what? I think I'm going to have better luck if I just stick to a little bit of possibly deep mud over here rather than fighting my way over all those rocks. Now we're progressing. I can handle a little bit of lean there. I speak for the trailer when I say it's good with it too. This is mud snow. Look at that, the trailer's upright. Oh, hey, look at that. We did shake our snow off. We are back to being a harsh driver. It's a moniker I plan to live up to. What's really going to get me is I'm going to fight my way up here, and it's going to be to that really slick road section. And then I'm going to be stuck because I've got nothing. I'll have to go get a truck with really good ice tires or something in order to get across there. Okay, I'll tell you what. The Paystar is just going to have to sit over there for a little bit. Maybe think about what it's done. Or maybe I will be unable to get enough grip. I'm going to do a couple figure eights. No one look at me. No one look at me. Let's see if I can straighten out a little bit. This would be very doable if I had my winch up and running. But right now I need the winch in order to pull that trailer. There we go. Slowed down, took a few breaths, got ourselves centered back up. Now comes the part, let me get around the big rock, because I think this truck has just enough grip. I was able to mostly get across the first time. I don't know what the trailer is going to do to me, though. The trailer is going to screw me. The trailer is going to pull me down into the deepest bowels of hell. But I may have made it just far enough. Oh, I'm throwing myself another party here. Not a birthday party, because I haven't quite cleared this final hill, but enough for a quick batch of fireworks. The trailer's still upright. I do like that. Or am I stuck on that same rock here again? I think I was stuck on that same stupid rock. I want a truck that's something like a minesweeper. You can send out ahead of you to collect these stupid rocks and get them out of your way. The rumors are swirling heavily of a Year 3 pass to do seasons 9 through 12. Add them onto this game rather than making what you might call SnowRunner 2. That's what I want to see if they go that far. If I could stop weaving from side to side, I might actually make this trip here. I have one more slick to get through. It's not as bad as the last one. Just had to not crash into a pole. Need to not get the trailer hung up on the pole. That's usually the big one. And then I need to not blow out my suspension and all of my tires on this concrete. I don't care what the trailer does over here. I got enough runway that if the trailer decides to blow up and turn sideways, I think I can still drag it till it straightens itself back up. So it's the only way a trailer will learn. Oh, I read that as it's 1-1 Columbus after the goalie was offside. And I think if the goalie goes offside, they call that delay a game instead. But no, that's just the word goal. Am I gonna clear? Am I gonna clear the pole? No, I finally got myself stuck on a pole. I think I got myself stuck on the cable box that's attached to the pole there. Let's give you another pull this way. Come on, trailer. Don't be a jerk. Don't make me drive on these concrete blocks. You know how I hate concrete blocks. There we go. But I only have to drag you right over there. See that little yellow diamond with the down arrow? That's all I need to do. I get you over here, and your life's mission is fulfilled. Woo! An hour and a half completed one task. I think getting the first bridge done, I spent close to 3 hours since I was doing some investigation and exploration at the same time. Okay, that's it. Even the cargo looks intact. I owe you one. And you know, having a warehouse keeper in your debt's a good thing, right? You know, you bet it is. So the warehouse is now available. Is that what I'm sitting on? Yes. Oh, look at this. This opened up a whole bunch of new good stuff over here. Even though it tells you that the warehouse is unavailable, you start out with access to this warehouse over here. It had service spare parts. Those were important for the bridges, but it had metal rolls. Unlimited, but they're only metal rolls. You needed the metal beams in order to build the bridges. I believe we actually have some now. Yeah, we got 10 built over here, so that's 20 rolls worth of beams. That would have saved a lot of back and forth trips. The not dead cat made it in one piece. Exactly. The not dead cat is now 100% guaranteed not dead because it was observed before it was turned in for cash prizes. Which I'm pretty sure is exactly how Schrodinger ended that thought experiment as well. Okay, where am I standing now? Oh wait, what's this? Oh, okay, that's another task. For some reason, they were dragging their cabin right up to the very precipice there, and then they changed their mind and they tried driving out, but leaving the cabin up top, and then everything broke down. So they want me to tow all of that junk back over to this city over here. But that city over there has 2 back-to-back bridges that are out. They got a couple little fords. This one is so little that it doesn't even appear on the map. You can get some stuff across there, but it's anything that's on a flatbed, like I'm betting this. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's got a cabin on a trailer. Anything on a flatbed like that is almost guaranteed to fall off as you plunge your way through the river and the big rocks. So we're not doing that one. Quid pro quo. I think that one is a drag the trailer somewhere. Yeah, that is a trailer that's already preloaded with stuff. I don't think it requires a saddle, so I could actually hook up to it for real with the Paystar. There we go. That might be not exactly low-hanging fruit, but a not impossible one. I'm still holding out hope for SnowRunner 2 Hyper Snow, the Bose-Einstein Condensate Chronicles. Oh, that would be awesome. Now, I figured they'll probably just call it Rock Runner, and it'll be nothing but driving through rock fields. So let's see. The original game was Spin Tires, and then that advanced to Mud Runner, and then it became Snow Runner. So I figure they got to kind of stick somehow to that naming convention. Well, am I just kind of hoping that there's going to be road? Well, yeah, it's SnowRunner. Of course, I'm just hoping that there's going to be road. Okay. Don't follow those tracks, because those tracks are made of heartache. But you do know what I'm going to do, though. I am going to bring a little bonus fuel with me. I think it's okay if I abandon this over where I'm going to end up picking up the other trailer. Or I could winch it onto the back of the towed trailer, presuming that it's going to... Yeah, I can take a regular tow back there. It's going to deny me winch access, which already is looking like it's going to be a small problem. Cut my wheel spin. Okay, I cut the wheel spin and I make a little bit better time here. Let's see, where's the fast forward button on this? Kind of hoping that if I can get over to this tree line here. I see some thick branches over there, so I'm hoping that the snow is reduced. I got the big mud tires, and I got the high clearance, so I'm pretty sure I can make better time over there than I can through this stuff. Keep going, keep going. That little tree knew what it was getting when it decided to grow there. It knows that its doom approaches. There we go. Now we're getting some bite. Oh, okay. We be biting. WBB. Let me go check the map. How bad is getting around this rock gonna be? This rock I may have to commit to going on the upside, because that's all kinds of rocks trailing all over the place. I'm going to ask it to keep biting? No, it's going to try to roadblock me in the middle, but I'm not falling for it. I got these big tires that'll allow me to go over the right side of it. And look at that. I'm always biting. There we go. Big tire champ. Always be champing. Okay. Go, Gadget, go. Okay, here's the downside. We are now. I don't know that that's actually hung up. It's really stupid if that's caught on the... It's caught on the branch. How could it be caught on the branch? Do I actually... Capable... No, okay. It's going to be a winch point, but it's not going to be that handy. Oh, hey. You know what I could do? Beeper, beeper, beeper. Why did I not think of this in the first place? We're giving this trailer a free piggyback ride. Wow, you can actually even secure it. I've never tried that before. Oh, that is so cute. And now I've got my, ooh, I've got my winch free now. Oh, we have accidentally made a really simple discovery. It did not comply with the laws of Limbo, but it did comply with the laws of heck. Wow, I've let go of the winch button, but it's still winching. Always be winching. You know what? I am throwing caution to the wind. We're going to try throwing ourselves over some of these rocks over here. Because it's pretty much a guaranteed to work kind of scenario. Securing freight is adequately rated, but securing fuel trailers is bonkers. Although my OCD is kicking in, and I noticed that it did not center it when it secured it. Luckily, I do not suffer real OCD, so it's not that big of a problem for me. Okay, let me get some grip going. Oh, don't get me stuck here. Down. There we go. Let's back up a little bit. Now let's forward a little bit. And you know what? If I can only do this by coming over here, by God, I'll do it. Don't you tempt me. Hopefully this is long enough that even if it got deep and sticky, I could get out. Okay, this is not an ice mud pit. It's only designed to scare me, not actually murder me. Alright, we're convoy. Oh, and we're back to the log road. All your worries evaporate when you get to log road. This has the slightly oh, I need headlights. This has the slightly unpleasant horn in it, but sometimes that's just the gamble you take when you redeem a horn. Sometimes you get crap horn. Why am I leaning? I guess it's not as much of a lean as I thought. I guess I'm just at a weird camera angle. Plus, it's SnowRunner, so I'm paranoid about leaning. Okay, that's enough gap to fit through. I do know that somewhere here in Amur, well, multiple somewheres, there are little gaps like that that are just too narrow to get a full-size truck for. They're there to accommodate scouts getting through, but they try to lure you into taking something larger through, and then you screw yourself. Because even backing out can become difficult. Oops. We're gonna have to, wow. We avoided the deep mud by going through deep snow. What happens when you lean? You know what happens when I lean. You put the spoiler right there in it. Okie dokie, let's pull up here. Step one, so, oops, okay, I gotta go back to auto so I can get to casual reverse. That's as opposed to formal reverse. That's when you reverse with a tie. We got the hookup. Okay, save us a tiny bit of gas. Can I refuel while it's packed? This game is genius. Who needs to put an actual fuel tank on the back of this thing when you can just carry around a scout tanker? Okay, where does it want to go? It's trying to lure me into taking that road up there. But I'm not going to fall for it. I'm going to go for the massive amount of effort that's going to be required to pull off a U-turn, which is a trucker speak for jackknifing and flipping the truck. And now I have done this route before. All of that water over there on the map scares me. But I've taken the route this way. That's a bit of a rock mess to get through. We're going to get a little worried as we try to get through that. But I think, is that where we want to go? Oh, it took away the one that I was paying attention to. This is quid pro quo. Let me start the tracking. And I want to go to local residence house. Yes, that is the one that's over here in that cute little village. It gets to the drop-off point and the tank is empty. I have no clue. Yeah, I know exactly. That's how I found it. Yeah, luckily this one is my fuel tanker, so no one is going to question its fuel level when we get there. But there are a number of "could you please deliver this fuel tanker for me" missions that I think in hard mode they are quite liberal with the amount of fuel that you're actually allowed to use out of it. Yeah, like I said, I hate these dolly trailers because it is Flip City for me. But flipping's what you pay for. But yeah, with the mission-specific tankers, I think you can use, it's something huge, like 75% of the fuel, and no one will say anything when you deliver it. But when you play in hard mode, I think the threshold is more like 10 to 15%. So you can nip in a little bit and get away with, I found it that way, but they're actually a little bit on to you. Canes take a lead. The Canes playing the Jackets then? Is that the game that you got going? What? The Canes have stolen small things? That is an outrage, I say. You know, as I watch the games through the years that the Avs play in that arena that I can no longer just casually go to, like, you know, when we lived there, a lot of the goal theatrics, I guess maybe we'll call them that, I've come to not like, because they're not the old way we used to have the things, and they're new. But doing the whole small things thing, I've actually really enjoyed that one. That one is fun. And when they did away with Rock and Roll Part 2, you know, the old man shakes fist at Cloud thing was definitely there. But I also completely 100% understand why they got rid of using that song. Cannot fault them, and would agree with the decision. But it doesn't stop me from fist shaking. Okay, as predicted, the turnaround process was marginally hellish for me, but I managed to not go upside down. I've gotten some flips in on the stream, so I feel like I'm paying back the community at least a little there. Didn't have to add to it here. Is there a number? Are there numbers back here? 80. I think it's 70 on the other side. Totally not paying attention to where I'm going, just so I can try to get the camera to pan that way. I'm trying. I'm fighting it. I'm fighting it. I want to see that other number. Show me 70. Nope, can't do it. No. Don't know what the numbers are for. Probably speed limits. I should go that fast. Yeah, curious why they suddenly stopped it. I had heard about... Actually, they had stopped using it when that first happened. And then there was fan fist-shaking outrage, so they started using it again. And then they realized, no, actually, we were right the first time. We're not using that anymore, so they stopped it. And I'm sure there was on again, off again rage, but I'm pretty sure that Small Things has smoothed everything over for everybody now, because it's fun. And it definitely fit the theme for that season, for the Avs. Which I kind of paraphrase as, you know, guys, let's at least try. And try they did. Trailer was getting a little frisky, but everything's still attached to it. We're good there. And if I could, I might have to be a little flexible with my end time here. So we're actually making some decent progress now. My headlights are actually so bright that I'm having trouble seeing the contours with the glare. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would be lame as your goal song. I am good with hey hey hey. That makes a nice fun chant. Because that really kind of sticks with the rock and roll part 2 theme. No, I gotta turn off. I gotta turn off diff lock, not the headlights. So you get the good level of crowd interaction. I like the horn that they actually use now. I think they've had better historically, but this one works for me. The company that makes the goal light that I use, I think they went out of business at least 5 years ago, if not longer, because I keep looking for replacements, and by company name, they don't seem to even exist anymore. And if you try searching for them on Amazon, you get taken to some cheap third-party knockoff that I don't think will work as well. But if they made an updated one that actually updated all of their goal horns, I would go back to using the Avalanche one now. As it currently stands, though, the selector dial is on the bottom where you can't see that I have the Blackhawks picked out to be my sound. But I do have an iPad app that I've got hooked up. You know what? I forgot to take my turn off. Let me see if I can do that now before I'm totally out of luck. So yeah, I've got an iPad app that does goal horns, and it has a live game service so that it will fire them off for you. And I have it hooked up to my Echo device, whose name I shall not say out loud, otherwise she will start wondering what I'm asking for. Ah, damn it. I should have turned earlier. I even have it up there. I just completely blew it off. So yeah, it will play... It plays the actual Avs goal horn, but it doesn't sing any songs or anything to go with it. It also boos anytime the enemy scores, so that alone there is worth the price of admission. Can I get through up high? Because wow, I don't want to be down in this deep snow anymore. This deep snow is not cool. Well, if I can winch far enough, I guess we can keep going. Let's see what happens if I fight my way up this hill. But so far, hill fighting is going pretty well. It's nice having multiple horn sources, and actually this new Mac that I've got running uses the M1 chip, so it actually runs iOS apps. So I've got the internet-enabled one running on my pad, hooked up to the Bluetooth speakers. I've got it running on my laptop here, so it'll blow the local horn on this one, and then I manually trigger off my personal goal horn with a little hockey puck remote control. Okay, I'm almost back on course here. I think if I get over into these trees a little more, I think there's some grip over there. Oh, almost T-minus. Yeah, I know. My hard stop was going to be at 6, so that I had plenty of time to get ready, but, you know, it doesn't take that much time to get the TV turned on. And ESPN... Actually, I need to watch this one on Hulu. ESPN Plus will not carry the TNT games. I have to go to Hulu to get the TNT games. The Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, Hulu Plus... plus package has actually done me really well for hockey support. Last season, I subscribed through the NHL app, which is actually really convenient until it came time for the playoffs. Because we were just about to cut the cord, but to watch the playoffs, you needed to have live TV access. So we kept our live TV through that. But now we've got Hulu with live TV, so I can get all of my playoff action through there. The only games that I can't get are the ones that the NHL Network themselves carry, and that's it. Because interestingly enough, the Hulu service, Hulu with live TV, doesn't actually carry NHL Network. They carry the NFL Network. That doesn't help me because even if they play Thursday night games still, which I don't even know about, I've got Prime, so I watch them there now. Too explosive for ESPN. That is almost guaranteed to be the case. Absolutely. Okay, come on, little truck. Can you winch? No. Thought I'd winch over there just in case that was something you could reach. Oh no, we got bite here. We're back to always biting. Break time from Pathfinder. Well, that's good. Hopefully you get a nice flip. Oh yes, I was definitely flipping. I discovered just how icy that little stretch of road was. Although I suppose technically speaking, I slid off the road onto something solid and then was trying to get myself re-engaged so that I could go around a really big rock, and then that's when I just started doing the tumble escapades. And they did the same thing on the way back with a different truck. Moral of the story, ice is bad. Although Amur ice is decidedly worse than any of the other ices around. Alaska had ice, but I ended up putting chain tires on one truck for one run just because I knew that it was going effectively from warehouse to warehouse along a highway that was just an ice highway. And it was one of those where if I stuck to the shoulders, I would be able to get enough grip over there that I would make it just fine, because I had before. But I decided I needed to make at least one run with ice tires on just so that I could say that I did it. And yep, it worked just fine. Yeah, we're deep in the mud again. How can a place famous for all of its snow and ice have so much melted snow and ice in my way? Okay, now let's try to drag it on across then. This is not going very well. I've now passed my hard stop. But yeah, it's not going to take that long to go ahead and get hockey set up, so if I can get through this mud hellscape, probably about to need to refuel too. Ooh, you know what? Let me... I hate their automated system for deciding what it is that you want to winch to next. I'd like to get through this mud hellscape so that I can get this trailer delivered. That would be the perfect point to go ahead and wrap it up. What is this modification going on? Yeah, Alaska is definitely beginner ice. What happens if I go ahead and pick that bad boy back here? This is pro-level subscription ice up here. Definitely getting low on fuel. The winch is pulling or pushing that trailer forward faster than I can move the truck through the mud. Okay, at least now I'm going to be pulling from the front of the trailer. It might be a little less inclined to flip on me, I hope. Nope, it definitely wants to flip. Got it back up right in time. So there's that. Oh, I don't have my rear winch point anymore because the trailer is using it. Ooh, balls. Let's see if I can pull myself a little sideways here to get out of the middle of the mud. There you go. It's time for them drops. Oh, hey, Bardic, you missed some good pineapple pizza action with Miss Moon today. Solar has been gone for a little while, so the pineapple has flowed. She added a new bingo game today, and one of the potential bingo items is a pineapple pizza combo. 3 people in a row throw out the pineapple pizza, and you get a bingo square. There was much pineapple mayhem to be had. Okay, the reason that he's not pulling for crap right now is because with 3 liters left, that engine is buckling under its own weight. This is going to be better. Man, I was not prepared for this to suck this much. Okay, I think we got a little speed now. I think we have cleared the suck. Okay, I made one trip through here before. And what seemed to work out is if I came up high, stayed out of that gap until I got over here. Just don't flip. Oh man, look at that sub-victory. I've been able and haven't been able to catch Miss Moon. Yeah. Oh, hopefully in 2 weeks it'll get better. Yeah, unfortunately I am all too familiar with the, hey, maybe it'll get better in a little bit. And you know, sometimes it does. Uh-oh, I hear someone coming. I hear someone coming in the distance. So that's one of the royalty-free sound effects that I found when I was just getting the Sound Redeem started up. That one is on a 4-pack. Oh boy, this is only a small mistake, I hope. See, that was one of a 4-pack of truck sounds. They had 2 horns and 2 trucks pass by. I think that one is the better of the pass by options. One of them was really quiet. So I'm not even positive that it bothers to really take good effect on stream. But that one's not bad. There we go, a little creative winching. I've got some grip up front. 9 after. I think we're actually going to make this. If I'm late for the game, they have promised that they will hold it for me. Actually, being a TNT game, it probably means that the puck drop won't happen until a good 20 after stream start anyway. Stream start, look at what I'm talking about now. There you go. Now, the horns are the ones that I ripped out of this game directly. Oh, come on. You only have to go a little bit farther. We only need to go a little farther. Oh, hey. We'd go farther faster if I turned on the diff lock. It's fired up. Oh, hey, that's right. Oops. Okay, crap. When you're delivering the trailer with the goods on it and they really want the goods, you got to do this way. You have to actually deliver the goods first. And then it automatically takes the trailer with it. We have accomplished a victory. Oh, well, yeah, look at that. If the TNT game currently running is going to go long, then that'll also slow us down. Hey! What do we got here? Oh, my brother sent you, right? Thanks for your help. He asked me to give you some coordinates. Here you go. As agreed, give me some coordinates. What are you talking about? You gave me cash and experience points. I enjoy those. Those are fun. Let me shut down. Did it actually activate anything different? I should go take a look at this real quick. Made that the default. Treasure Hunter. That's new. Okay, well, it looks like I have a goal for my next stream then. I am going to go treasure hunting because that's guaranteed to be simple here no more. Nothing is difficult here. Getting out of the garage is hard. Getting out of the warehouse actually is hard because of those cement blocks that they put in place. So it's also starting to get just a little dark here too. I guess it's not the middle of summer anymore. So, oh man, I got to turn on my porch light. It sounds like there was a delivery during... Everything has happened just in the last 60 minutes. So let me take a quick look. Let me see if there is anyone fun and rateable. Let me stop choking here. Please Don't Cry is on. He's doing a little farming simulator. That's close. It would be fun. Oh. Hey, Frisky Panda Gaming. Thank you for the follow. Hope you've been lurking for a little while here. Oh boy, I don't have a whole lot showing up on my active list of people to go and antagonize. So it's also difficult that a lot of the community... Oh, goal! I've got the volume toned down for what goes out on stream, but yeah, it comes through full blast up here. Yeah, so anyway, because a lot of the SnowRunner community that I kind of leaned on to get affiliated in the first place tends to be UK-centric. Not entirely, but a large percentage. Most of those people that I follow are all in bed right now, but looks like Please Don't Cry is on. He's a little more of a local boy. He is a lot of fun to follow. Let me see if it'll actually take that. Yes, it'll actually accept a raid. Thank you very much, Twitch. Last time it set me up for a raid, I clicked the button to send away, and then everybody got lost in the hyper jump, and I arrived by myself, and it was was kind of sad. But this time, I'm going to cash in all 7 viewers and get myself some lucrative Bezos bucks out of it. So thank you very much for coming. I'll click the button in a moment here, and I will see you all next time.